Good morning. This is Marley checking in from Arius TV 33. So today I want to talk about the power of words and the actual impact that words have on our life and on our day-to-day production and just our self-journey period. So I tend to find a lot of things that I say actually come to pass. And it started with little stuff where I knew that it was happening because I was kind of putting it out there on purpose to make it kind of happen, to where there's been random things happening and I'll talk to Gary and he'll be like, "Do you remember saying that?" And I'm kind of like, "No, when did I say that? How did that happen?" And it's just been happening more frequent and frequently that those things have been coming to pass. So that brings me to the power of words. So there's three different parts of our mind. There's our subconscious, which is basically what our mind registers as, what we perceive and how we process things. Then there's our conscious of everything we see around us and our basic 3D reality. Then there's our super conscious, which is connected to our God self above us. And the super conscious is kind of what gives you flashes of these visions that you have, these places that you see yourself in and you're actually not there. And the thing about your subconscious mind is your subconscious mind registers whatever you believe. So if you literally have that God conscious moment where you have a vision and you see something and you believe that, your subconscious is going to register that as your reality. Now, if you do not come over here, I'm making a video. Now, if you register a thought of okay, well, I'm living in the streets, I'm renting a room out of my friend's apartment for $300. It's getting really difficult, it's getting really tough, I'm never gonna get out of this situation, my life's never gonna get better. Then most likely, you're probably never gonna get out of that situation and your life's probably never getting better because your subconscious only registers what you think about the most. So if you're constantly telling yourself positive affirmations I can and I will, or whatever works for you, those things are the things that are gonna come to life. Those things are the things that are gonna come into your future as your reality. And if it's there now, then it is your reality. There's a way of going about doing things that you do them like you already have them. You know what I mean? Say for instance, you want $1 million. So you need to be organized. People who have a lot of money are completely organized and they're persistent. They continue to keep on doing things. So if you want $1 million, continue to keep on working towards it. It's simple but complex at the same time. But it's something that I wanted to share and I think is really important. Just the power of words, what you perceive and what you believe is what you can achieve. I'm just kidding. But seriously, it's true. So, it's very important to me to share this little bit of information. This is just my daily tip. Just be happy and realize words are powerful, whether you use words for good or bad. And then that's another thing, there's not necessarily a such thing as good or bad. It's all perception because what's good to me might be bad to somebody else and what's bad to somebody else might be good to me, which is the same thing that I just said. But when you say things fast, people don't notice. But anyways, that's the thing about words. You have to say things that are going to impact people in a positive way. Because recently I've just been dealing with a lot of, not all negativity, I'm not gonna blow it up like that, but I've had a good way of up and down of negative, negative words and then positive words. But see, the positive words are coming from strangers and the negative words are coming from people that I've known my whole life. So those kind of things, I don't let them register into my conscious and I don't take them to be real or take them to even, have anything to do with me in particular. I just take them as that's the way they feel, and unfortunately, that's just the way they feel, but it's not a reality for me. So I never let those kind of things get to me, but it's kind of a bummer to hear people say things like that. But as far as to let it affect me, no, because I'm continuously telling myself, hey, you're blank, you're blank, you're blank. And I've come to be blank and blank and blank, which is awesome, but the blanks are filled in. But, I've had a lot of situations in my life, and actually my attitude pretty much like bugs the fuck out of people because I go through things and I don't let it directly affect me. I never really let it affect me, at least when it comes to like my personality and the way I carry myself and my outlook on things. My outlook is always optimistic, always positive for the most part. If anything, I can be curious and I can be really inquiring about things, or just wondering, why is this like this? Why is this like that? But as far as like my personality, it's always going to be upbeat. It's always going to be happy and healthy. And it kind of bugs some people because some people don't actually have the ability to look beyond their current situations and see that, this is only momentarily. And here's a way that I like looking at it, and I like thinking of things. I like to think that, as above, so below. So everything that's within the universe is within me. In the solar system, in the galaxy, whatever, I'm pretty sure there's all kind of meteor showers and just shit just flying all over the place, like random debris, like who knows what kind of trash we have flowing through who knows. But I'm just saying, like, things happen like this, the earthquakes, tornadoes happen, like these kind of things happen. So if it's happening on the planet, it's happening in the universe, of course it's happening within me also. So I'm going to go through situations that don't seem so stable and don't seem so grounded, but that is just a part of the process. And that's the way I try to look at it. And that's what keeps me happy because, the world has to do this purging of itself. So every time I'm hit with issues or situations, it's the purging of myself. Like something is going on within me that is dead and old and needs to be trashed. So, sometimes it's a difficult process. Sometimes it's a painful process. Sometimes it's a really sad process because it makes you get rid of people that you actually love and care about, that you really, truly, genuinely, honestly love and care about. But at the end of the day, you have to make, if you're from Earth and then you go to Mars, you can't breathe all that fucking mercury or whatever's over there. You just can't breathe all that stuff in because it's not your atmosphere. So if I'm enlightened, I can't just chill with the homies and hang. I can't do shit like that anymore because it's not of me anymore. It was of me at a certain period in time, but it's no longer of me. So I have to just continue to keep pushing forward, evolving, and changing so that I can be the best me that I can be. And that's the path that I'm on right now. I have a daughter, so I try passing these things on to her now at her age of 7, just to kind of let her know, hey, I just want to teach her a different way. If I know a way that works and I think that it might be positive, then I can present it to her. And if she wants to use that way, or if she sees something positive out of using it, then hey. But definitely the moral of the whole show today was basically that you need to make sure that you choose your words wisely and don't curse your life. Like how people used to say, back in the day, oh, I curse your name. It's that means the person's talking negatively about you. Don't talk negative about anybody else, because the thing about words is they can boomerang around too. So that's why I said, people say negative things about me. Hey, you know what? As long as I don't let it affect me, that motherfucker's going to come right back to you. So, yikers, but true. So just keep it positive. Stop saying what you can't do and what you won't do and how, you know, just you're irritated and complaining about other people in other situations and things like that. Like, always be aware and be discerning. Like, always do that. But don't overgive to situations that don't, like, let's just say, don't water a weed. Like, if you're gonna just cut the motherfucker down, if it's dead, if you could just pull it up, why water it? Like, don't add life to situations that are already completely dead, that have no life whatsoever. And then you're creating a monster, a Frankenstein, if you will. So this is my video for today. Very positive. I don't know how it came to me. It just came random, and that's how I'm creating these videos. Just basically off of pure inspiration, just pure, like, hey, let's do this. Let's spread some great words out there. Let's spread some love, some joy, some happiness, some peace, and just get the ball rolling on this international, like, journey we're on, because I feel like everybody's kind of on a journey right now. Maybe not everybody's on a journey, but enough people are on a journey to open other people's eyes to say, hey, you know, let me take a look at what I'm doing or how I'm doing it and see on how I can improve myself and my life and my community and my world as a whole, my galaxy. Like, I just wish one day, like, all the Galaxians will, like, meet up and, like, link up. Like, there needs to be, like, a multi-galaxy LinkedIn so we can just do things together and have fun. So, yeah, that was just a random thought. But choose your words wisely. Be smart. This is the Wise Gal checking out. Much love, much peace, much happiness, much joy, and much understanding and learning. This is Marley Nadine for Aries TV 33. Mwah.